right. So should we just start over?
You do whatever you want, man. It's quarantine podcast. I'm not.
That's right, and you're editing, so I'm just gonna
I'm not trying to do
start
a lot
over.
of edit. Yeah, hit it.
All right, so episode 48. Welcome to the Free Pizza and Vodka podcast. With me, as always, across the pond in England is co-host Vaughn Joseph. He's sipping on sake, and he looks half fucked up already. He's got the Lawrence Fishburne vibe going for you guys today with the beard and all. We'll get to that later. And also, we have a very special guest on episode 48 of the Free Pizza and Vodka podcast. Very special to have Monique Jones joining us today. Hello, Monique. Welcome to the show, Monique. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. And you've been in LA now since when? You said 92?
Yeah, I normally don't give out stats, but we'll go there. That's fine.
Okay, well, you told me
like, wow, he just put her all out there. Just fuck it.
You've been here a long time. I'm thinking that's really cool that you actually got out of Charlotte way before any of us did.
Right after the riots. So it was a good time to get here.
The rent's low. You're like, let's move to LA because they just burned the city down. Right. So let's head to LA. So because you were here a year ahead of me at school. So
okay.
you came out here like you said, fuck, I'm gonna go be an actress.
Age? Yeah, right. I had never been here. I had always wanted to go here, and I auditioned for acting school in Charlotte, and then got in, and went, I'm going to LA. I could have gone to New York, but I was like, that's too close. So it's
too cold too. That snows there.
Oh yeah.
And
I'd already been.
So I think that's really cool that you knew right what you wanted to do right away, because I'm still drunk all the time, but like I was just fucking off at Arizona State getting fucked up, and then I was in Minnesota, and then I was at Aspen snorting coke and bartending and DJing and stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Let's move to LA in 2005. So it took me I took the road less traveled, I should say, but you knew what you wanted to do right away.
Yeah, but it's all the same. I did blow here, I did drinking here. You just did it in different places.
Yeah, well, doing blow in Aspen's a lot more fun because of the altitude, so it doesn't take as much, but it is stepped on more because it comes from Mexico. So you get in LA, it's way better than by the time it makes it to Denver and then down the 70 freeway.
I did not use blow.
Blow's great. It's been this June will be 10 years for me. We talked about this on a previous episode. I had my nose rebuilt 2 years ago because of all the shitty cocaine. Yeah.
Wow.
And speaking of surgery, I am 1 week removed from the operating table. So that's why we had the little 2-week hiatus, guys. Is because I was getting my shoulder. And if you want to see the cool robo sling I've got going on here, check it out. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. That's why we've been off for 2 weeks. Glad to have Monique on the show. Vaughn, what have you been up to besides not shaving?
That's just all I do, man. I work. Same
work.
As everybody. Sending out self-tapes and trying to work. I still do a lot of ADR work because I have a studio here, so I can still do voiceovers.
Your teeth look really white.
His teeth are whiter than white. He lives on the edge of Wuss Cliff. So tell us what else we got. We got the skinny on Monique. Am I allowed to say skinny and Monique in the same phrase? Because you guys are giving me shit about everything I say. So
over again.
Vaughn, what else have you been up to, buddy, in the past weeks? We haven't talked in like 2-3 weeks because of the surgery and all that.
Well, nobody checks in to see what I'm doing. What kind of topics are we going to discuss today?
No, we got topics. You're saying you're working, but you're saying you're doing shit. What the fuck are you working on? People want to know.
I'm working on signing non-disclosure agreements. I can't tell you about my projects with HBO and so on. That's what I'm working on.
Okay, must be rough. I'm sorry. I'm thanks for taking time to talk to the little people today, Mr. HBO bearded star.
Yeah, I can't put my business out there like that, man, because that's how I create stalkers, and I'm leaving that energy behind, back with the rest of this nonsense.
Well, you mean the stalkers that email me? Fucking you get stalkers, and I'm the one that's got to answer the emails. Well, we'll get to that at a different time. If I could, I was speaking with Monique a little bit about this earlier this morning. I didn't know that the people of Los Angeles could get any more rude or any more self-entitled than they already were before this pandemic. But apparently, a pandemic brings out just the shittiest. I've been in 2 fights with my arm in a sling, mind you, in the past week. And this sense of entitlement. I get it. You can't go up Runyon. I get it. You can't go to the beach. I get it. You can't go to the gym. But that doesn't mean you get to turn the fucking sidewalk into your yoga studio, your weight room, your fitness center, your dog park, motherfucker. It's a sidewalk.
Yeah, it does.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Fuck these
It
motherfuckers.
does, because I pay taxes to fucking make sure those sidewalks are maintained.
Yes,
Therefore,
you pay
those
taxes.
sidewalks are part of my outcome, or my income that goes out into the freaking city tax.
Sidewalk.
I'm out there enjoying them. I'm enjoying them.
You walk on the sidewalk. You walk on it. It's not fucking a yoga studio. You don't put your mat there and make me crawl over you.
People sleep out there, man. There's people that gotta sleep.
They should shoot all those motherfuckers too. But yeah. Anyway, it's and the people. Oh yeah, no, it's getting bad. And
why you got upset because the dog was off leash?
There's that too. There's that too, because now people can't go to the dog parks. So hey, let's just let my dog run around on Sunset Boulevard and come at my dog, and then I got to kick some motherfuckers in the face.
You have a right to be mad about that.
I don't get it. Like, I don't care how friendly your dog. Oh, he's friendly. I don't give a fuck. Maybe mine's not. Maybe I don't want your dog near me.
I agree. And it's a fair thing. When your dog's on leash and they're off leash, it's not fair to you. You
should be allowed to shoot them.
You should just let your leash go and let your dog at them.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what happened a week ago. Now I think I only get in fights like a few hours after I have surgery, because the last time I had to pull a stick on somebody was 2 years ago when I had my nose redone. And the doctor said, whatever you do, don't get your blood pressure up. Well, this idiot breaks into our building and came at me, and I had to defend myself with the bandage, like I had the deviated septum gauze all over my face, and I had a baton. I'm like going to work.
Wait, why do you have a baton on you?
No, right?
You
just glossed over that fact.
I don't think you
I didn't have it.
I don't live in that neighborhood.
I didn't have it on me. I keep it here in case shit gets weird in the building. So, because we got a lot of skeevy people over here. So
when you get a baton, shit just got weird.
And it wasn't like, what kind of baton you think I'm like? The twirling kind, or like as a
retractable where you push a button and take out somebody's kneecaps as you go running by. I know what you got. Yeah, it's cool, right? So,
anyway, that happened 2 years ago, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be relaxing in bed, but this idiot, is breaking in and shit like that. So anyway, okay, cut to 2 years later. Doctor says as soon as you could walk, it was a shoulder surgery. It was outpatient. I got some really good dope. We'll get to that later, but he told me, if you want to go for walks the next day, that's great. Do whatever you got to do, get your blood flowing. Okay, great. So we take the dog for a walk, right? And we are walking down Sunset Boulevard, right in front of Hollywood High. Everybody knows where that is, right? Okay, or the In-N-Out. That should burn down. We'll get to that in a fucking minute. There's a dog. It's off leash, and we're walking, and the dog starts charging. It's like a yellow dog. It looked kind of like
a yellow dog? What kind of? I've never seen a yellow dog in my fucking life.
It was yellow.
Yellow?
Yellow, like a yellow dog, fucking like a golden dog or whatever the fuck they are. Yellow. It looked like a fucking yellow dog. It wasn't like piss yellow, but it was yellow. The
nicest dogs ever. Jonas got scared.
No, I've never heard a dog described as yellow before.
Have you not seen Old Yeller?
Freaked out over a yellow dog, which is like the most cowardly color on earth, yellow.
Well, here's the thing. The yellow dog starts charging at my dog. And they're both the same size. They both look like they might be the same breed, like a border collie lab mix type of thing, But anyway, and the lady who had it off the leash, oh, he's friendly. I'm like, I don't care. I said, can you please get your dog? I was really calm about it. I was chill, She's like, oh, he's friendly. And I'm like, our dog gets a little skittish. So she's putting up with it. The dog's on her face. All of a sudden, the dog, she had enough. And the dog starts biting at her, and she starts biting at the dog. And they're on a full-on fight. And so now I got one arm. You seen the fucking sling I'm in. My chick's trying to fucking pull the dog away. I'm trying to grab at this other fucking dog. I'm like, get your fucking dog. I'm trying. I'm like, I'm about to stab this fucking bitch, So she finally gets a hold of her dog, and I'm trying to fucking separate the dogs. And as she gets a hold of it, I fucking kick the fucking dog, right? Because it was attacking my dog. And she's like, you just kicked my dog. I'm like, your dog is off leash and just attacked my fucking dog. Be lucky I don't kick you in your fucking face. She's like, I'm going to call the cops. I said, fuck, call them up. You know? I didn't do anything wrong. So, okay, so that was last fucking week, right? That was like 12 hours after surgery. Look at Vaughn. He's all disgusted. Or he's passed out on the sake. So, anyway, this morning, everybody knows about the fucking 6-foot fucking rule. We are walking down Fairfax with the dog. We are southbound on Fairfax off of Hollywood Boulevard. So this dude, I didn't even see him, walks up right behind me like he's going to try to fucking butt fuck me or something with his dog. And I tell my chick, hey, let's get out of the way. And she's like, for who? And I'm like, this asshole that just walked up my ass with his fucking dog off the leash. He had 2 dogs, one off leash. And this fucking queer turns around and is like, oh, fuck you, asshole. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You know, he's like, fucking, what are you going to do? I'm like, come on back here, you little cunt. I'll fucking show you I'm a fuck. I mean, like, these fucking, dude. Now, keep in mind, my fucking arm's in the sling.
Cunt, by the way.
and I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, fuck, dude, your dog's off leash. You're getting lippy. What the fuck am I supposed to do? You know? I mean, this is, I don't get it. Why are you being the asshole? I mean, like, you're breaking the law. You're the one that's being the fucking jag off by having your dog run around. And then you want to get lippy with me? You think you're better than me because you're fucking wearing some hot pants and a tank top, you fucking homo? Yeah, I was fucking pissed, dude. So, anyway, we're caught up on that. And then the people at the fucking grocery store. I'm like, you know, I'm going to let you guys talk for a while. I'm just going to relax. Take some fucking pills.
I do this thing, Jonas, it's called meditation.
I do too. It's right here. It's in here.
We had that same conversation when he was in London, which it was not greeted with open arms, shall we say.
No, here's the fucking problem. It's not me, dude. I'm trying, like, I was minding my own business. So, but then you call people out on their bullshit, on their entitlement bullshit, and they can't hear it. You know, like when you ask somebody politely at the grocery store, oh, excuse me, you know, can you back up a little bit? You know, well, fuck you. I'm waiting. Motherfucker, 6 feet. You know, you think I like wearing the mask and all that? No, but I mean, these people think that their shit doesn't stink. They think they're better than everybody. It's the same fuckheads who are like, hey, you know what? I can't go to the gym, so let me go set up a fucking yoga studio here on the fucking sidewalk and do crouching tiger, hidden faggot poses. Fucking, well, I got to go all the way fucking around them.
Are you just upset because they're not inviting you to come do yoga with them?
Oh, yeah, that's what I want. I want some fucking tight yoga pants and put my shit in a bun. Yeah.
Just ask, hey, do you mind if I come do some yoga with you? I bet you your whole situation changes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do some yoga. But anyway, let me ask the question, Monique. You're in Los Angeles. Vaughn, you're tucked away in the country with the rich people. So, you know, you don't have to deal with all this bullshit. Oh yeah, he should see him. He lives in a place with tweed jackets and elbow patches and shit.
I don't have bullshit. Give me a break anyway.
No, he's out there.
Whole area.
What's
like
that?
When they fox hunting shit.
We're in a more rural area, like out.
Yeah, I'm in Ascot. So
okay.
A little bit
I mean,
outside.
the town he lives in is named after a tie, for Christ's sake, or a handkerchief or whatever it is. So it's like
a little bit outside of central London.
Fancy pants.
Anyway, so your question was, where were you going?
Monique, you live in Los Angeles.
Oh,
You live in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
Have you noticed that people are becoming even more rude and more entitled during this fucking bullshit? Or am I the only one?
I think you might be a common denominator, but we can talk. I mean, I can. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I am the common denominator. I'm always right.
But I haven't experienced it that badly. I just walk around people, let them do their poses. Oh, Vaughn, hi. What's this?
I'm just getting ready for after the show. I got to go outside and. You know.
What if that was going on? Would you feel more comfortable with that, Jonas?
What do you got going on there? Is that the new and improved fucking safety mask, or have you joined the clan?
I'm trying to disappear into the.
You are kind of. You're almost
into the background.
I mean, yeah, it's not been. I haven't had it that bad. I've been to Trader Joe's. They're like the nicest people. I don't know what the fuck they drink there.
The employees.
Yes.
Yeah, they're always super nice.
Just so nice. Even during this whole thing, they're just the nicest fucking people. which is great right now. I need it, but
I've noticed the grocery store people have been super nice. No, we do. We go to Trader Joe's, we go to Bristol Farms, we go to Ralph's, we go to Pavilions, we go to all this stuff. And I've noticed that the grocery store people, like, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're keeping it together because they're like super nice right now.
It's crazy.
They got motherfuckers yelling at them about some bullshit that they have no control over. It's like, dude, she's a cashier. Leave her alone. You know?
Right.
My girl.
Okay. Wait. Stop. Because you're focused on that right now. Listen, now take that same energy and apply that to your dog issues outside and see how different the yoga.
I don't have dog issues.
Just see? Just say.
I see. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to bow down to the assholes that aren't doing the right thing.
It's not about acquiescing or bowing down or any of that.
Don't be using. When I tell you about the big words, motherfucker, because I don't have the computer on and I can't fucking look it up.
Finding an alternative way to approach the situation. That's all. Just try it and you see what outcomes you get.
When you change, the world changes around you.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what. You're right. You're absolutely right. Next time, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to fucking hit somebody. How about we try that approach?
Oh, Jesus.
just start beating on them with one arm and my baton.
With you when you take your dog out. People will stay.
I can't because it's not supposed to be in the state of California. But
fine. Get a samurai sword then or something. There's people in Michigan
those are legal.
With assault rifles. You can at least carry a sword or something. Get a sword and then you'll.
Because I've seen that in Michigan and Virginia and North Carolina. So apparently that you can shoot the virus. Is that how this works? I didn't. They're all gathering at City Hall and you can. As long as you have an AR-15, you're safe. I don't get it.
You can shoot it in your veins, and you can shoot people
with the bleach.
Yeah.
With the bleach and the Lysol that we're supposed to be huffing. Okay. There's a good one to ask you guys about. What do you guys think about these doofuses that are marching on City Hall? They had one in Vegas yesterday. They all marched down the strip because they want their freedom. I don't.
Paid. Some people are being paid to do it.
It wouldn't surprise me by these militia groups, that I don't understand. What does the Second Amendment have to do with the virus? I don't get it. And I've never understood these gun nuts. I mean, I'm a gun owner myself. I go shooting all the time. But
case in point, maybe you shouldn't have a gun.
Well, I'm smart enough to not carry it. Otherwise there'd be 2 dead people this week. But I don't get that everything always comes back to fucking guns with them.
Well, I know people got scared and got guns because what if riots break out? Because when you don't have money and you can't work, people go and steal and loot. And so people got guns just to make themselves feel safe at home in case they're getting
I get that, but I mean, if you haven't been a gunner before, you don't just go scoop it up. I mean, it's like a car. If you can't drive, you don't buy a car.
Well, went and got a gun, not for this, just because she lives alone. And that bitch takes Ambien and shit. And I'm like, you can't have a fucking loaded gun next to your bed and take fucking Ambien. Like, that's
I thought Ambien makes you sleep.
You wake up on Ambien. I got a DUI and someone was in my class because he took Ambien, woke up and went to Jack in the Box.
How many people get DUIs in the drive-thru? That's so awesome.
Pulled his car, but he had no recollection. It was
really?
He had taken an Uber home. Like, he was safe in bed, took his Ambien, but drunk, took his Ambien, and then he woke up, drove himself drunk to Jack in the Box, rolled his car.
I thought it was just like an allergy sleep pill. Apparently it's like really good.
People wake up and do weird shit. Yeah.
Really?
So don't have a fucking loaded gun. And she's like, well, I learned how to use it. I'm like, did you learn how to use it when someone's attacking you? Like, if you
that's the thing.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
It's not that hard to take a gun out of somebody's hand because if they don't shoot you right away, odds are they're not going to. So you can charge them and take it out of their hand as long as you have a baton and a knife and a samurai sword. But just the people that are rushing out to buy a gun so they feel safe. It's like, well, you've never had an interest in one before. Shouldn't you maybe? To me, there's plenty of places you can go rent them and get a feel for them. And maybe it's not for you, maybe it is. But if people are buying them and don't know how to use them, And my favorite too is people that keep them loaded in the house. I'm like, I don't care if you got kids or not. You know what, dude? I mean, I got my shit's in a safe with a trigger lock, locked up. So basically, if anybody breaks into my pad, I'm like, can you give me a few? Fucking, I gotta remember the combination. I need a few minutes here to arm myself. But yeah, just the whole. But back to the thing with all these people marching about their freedom and they like, you're keeping me in my home. The virus isn't real. Second Amendment. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I don't get it.
You can't. You're not gonna. You can't fight ignorance. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. They just don't get it. Right?
Yeah,
Ron?
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really know much about the story because I don't watch the news, and obviously, if it was on the news, it probably wouldn't be on the news over here because it's not really something that affects these people. So,
you've heard they've been marching though, right?
I know that Americans are very much into being these pioneers and being able to do what they want. So it's going to be, I knew it was going to be difficult because we went through all the lockdown stuff long before you guys did. And then I thought, what if they tried to implement this shit in America? It's going to be funny to watch them try to get Americans to just stay in the house. And I knew it wouldn't happen. So here we are.
Well, the funny thing is, it's not like Italy where they're telling you you absolutely have to stay in your home. You're allowed to go out for a walk. You could go to the grocery store. So but these people are freaking out.
They want to work and they don't believe they're going to get sick. And they're not thinking about other people and hurting other people. They're just self-involved.
Well, it's like the people that want to post their bullshit on social media. They don't want to listen to the doctors and the scientists because we're being lied to. But they got a friend who showed them a YouTube video, and it's a legit video, because the guy in the video is wearing a lab coat and he's telling you this, and and then they always have the disclaimer: make sure you watch this before they take it down. Oh, so this must be legit. So it's real shit. I don't need a mask, and it's like I get in this argument with people all the time. It's like, no, the mask does not prevent you from getting the disease. That does absolutely nothing. But it's an asymptomatic disease. So if you're wearing a mask, you can help prevent the spread of it. If you haven't, you don't know. That's why you're wearing the mask. It's not to prevent from getting it yourself. That does no good. But these people I see, like, trying to get in the grocery stores without the mask, fuck, I ain't wearing no mask. It's like,
stop. Don't, you're giving misinformation because that's not accurate. The mask keeps you inhaling the droplets, which would cause you from getting sick. Absolutely.
No. Per the Surgeon General and per the CDC here on the mainland, the mask does not prevent you from getting it. It prevents you from spreading it.
It depends on, it goes both ways. It depends on
if you're wearing the mask, is exactly. But a face covering will prevent you from spreading it. But like if you're wearing a bandana, it's not going to prevent you from. But if you have a surgical grade mask, of course it's going to prevent you. That's why they wear them in surgery, right? But those are the ones doctors and shit are wearing.
I'm not talking about bandanas. I'm talking about masks. Period. I don't see many people wearing bandanas. I don't see that at all, actually, over here.
Oh, we have it.
Yeah, I wear a lot of bandanas. It's fucking easier to breathe.
You can't say that masks don't prevent you from getting it. There's a lot of people.
Okay, let me clarify that then. Face coverings. Face coverings.
Tiny little droplets. And if somebody is really close to you, it can get through a certain mask that's not in 20, whatever it's called, the surgical one.
N95.
N95.
Yeah.
But
so if you're wearing that.
What?
Yeah, but I mean, they're saying you have to cover your face when you're at the store or when you're out in public. And they don't really care. Bandana, whatever, just have something on. But covering your face, with a cover, a bandana will help the spread, but not as far as somebody's, you suck it in through a bandana. The bandana's not going to stop the fucking virus. That's what I'm getting at. But these people that don't want to wear anything at all, nothing, and because they think that, oh, it's not going to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
When you're walking your dog?
I do when I approach people.
Yeah, I don't wear it outside because I stay away from people and take a walk.
Yeah, well, no, they said the best thing is the social distancing, right?
Yeah.
So you take a walk, you just stay. But the problem is,
when I go
these people in Los Angeles can't read a tape measure for one. They don't know what 6 feet is, and for two, they think that they've got this mask on that now they've got these superpowers. So let me just run up on this motherfucker, And so it's even harder now to walk your dog because all the parks and beaches and shit are closed. So there's a million motherfuckers out on Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset and shit just walking. People that never walked before. Now they're walkers, you know, and the same assholes that used to just run their dog to piss. Now they're walking.
They're walkers because their gym is closed. They have nowhere else to go.
Not my problem. Buy a fucking bike and put it in your apartment.
What are you talking about?
I just got one. I just got a stationary bike put in the pad last week. So suck my dick.
Okay. Pause. What the?
Not with that beard. It's gonna tickle. But you could go get a bike, go buy a treadmill, put it in your fucking apartment, and you're getting a nice, sweet unemployment deal these days. So you got plenty of cash.
Are you taking food orders? Like, are you taken in delivery at all?
We'll do pickup. We'll go get food to go, shit like that.
But you want delivered?
I don't think we've had anything delivered in like a month or so, just because all of our spots, for the most part, that used to be the mom and pop delivery, are using the goddamn DoorDash and shit. I hate those services. I just hate them. I hated them before all this.
And they're not mask thing well and everything, so.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just that, like, back in the day, you ordered a pizza, you talked to somebody that worked at the restaurant, and somebody that worked at the restaurant brought your pizza. Mm-hmm. Now, it's driving around in some car with 5 other restaurant orders that gets fucked up. It shows up cold. It takes twice as long. So basically, we've just gone to the, where we live, you're a 5-second walk from any restaurant anyway that you would order from generally. So, we've tried throughout this entire thing to support the mom and pops around town, because who knows if they're going to be around. But I don't. If I could throw this in real quick, have you noticed too that the restaurants around town here in Hollywood are like doing these crazy, awesome pandemic specials? Like, you almost feel bad ordering from them because it's so cheap now.
I haven't been ordering from anywhere, but I didn't. I realized they probably should, but it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't mean to sound like a snob, because Vaughn and our last guest gave me shit because I order Omaha steaks quite a bit, but Mastro's in Beverly Hills, right? Okay, so if I can get really snobby here, I have a bunch of gift cards for Mastro's, and I'm like, I wonder if they're doing takeout. I looked on their website today. They're doing 10% off all food and 50% off wine, which is stupid crazy.
Sell wine to...
That's right. You're sober now. So,
no, but I worked in restaurants. We weren't allowed to sell you a bottle of... We had to open it in front of you and you could take it.
No, not anymore. The ABC changed that about 2 months ago. You can go to the Rainbow now and get a Long Island to go.
No.
Are you going to start drinking again? You're going to start drinking again? She's like, wait a minute here.
I go to the AAA Rainbow Room upstairs. That's where I got
awesome.
At the bar.
That's one extreme to another. Like, I got sober at the Rainbow. Really? It was last night we were snorting coke off the back of the toilet.
Felt very comfortable. And I've seen, I'm not going to say who it is, but I've seen the biggest, like, musicians that are speak at the Rainbow Room. Crazy.
It's one of my hangouts. I'm in there all the time, and they're doing right now large pizzas, $14 to take home. And we just got it to go Long Island. Our neighbors went down to pick up a pizza, and they give you a Long Island iced tea, one of their famous Long Island iced teas. They put it in a giant 20-ounce cardboard thing with no ice. So basically, it's a bottle of Long Island. I'm telling you, these are great days we're living. It's so awesome. Ernie's in North Hollywood's doing to-go margaritas. The Smokehouse is doing to-go Manhattans with your order of steak. All these places now have these cocktails pre-made, and they're selling them super cheap. Bottles of wine, beer, everything.
All these places have to adapt in order to keep their businesses open. So.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. What about you, Vaughn? Are you accepting any orders of food at the house?
I sort myself out. I don't have people touching my stuff at this point.
You couldn't get anything delivered if you wanted to, dude, out there on that dirt road, way out in the middle of nowhere.
You act like I live out on a farm or something.
It's a farm. It's pretty cool.
There's a McLaren and a Ferrari dealership right across the street from the house. So I'm pretty sure these people are gonna get food if they need food brought to their house.
Yeah.
It's super fast too, because you got Ferraris. Like, is the DoorDash guy drive a Ferrari?
I don't. That guy usually that shows up to my house doesn't have any teeth, and he's always telling me how shitty the place is that he's delivering the pizza from. He's like, you shouldn't order pizza from here, mate. It's fucking shit.
that's always the best, is when people that work at a place tell you not to shop there or eat there. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat here. No, you don't want to eat here. Get the fuck out of here. So, okay, great, awesome.
Yeah, I can't blame him. So I'm trying to find something cool to watch on Netflix. So if you guys have any suggestions, are you guys binging on anything right now? Because obviously I'm spending a lot of time upstairs instead of down here where I'd much rather be, and I am fucking so sick of picking stuff that sucks.
Do you want funny? Do you want like documentary?
I want a selection, because sometimes you want to deep dive and get some information, and I can watch a documentary for, ages, and then sometimes
you just want it light and
some bullshit.
Creek, it's funny, it's light. I don't know if it's. Have you Schitt's Creek?
I heard of it.
Yeah.
Add to the list.
And then
hey, you guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but you guys good for a minute? I gotta run get a refill. I'll be right back.
Just have someone deliver it to you. I thought you had your girl there. Why didn't she have it ready?
Fired.
He is fired up. What about, I watched Dirty Money. It's like episodic stuff, so it's like in hour chunks. Okay. And it just shows like, our president and how he came up, and just all the shit, bankruptcies and all the stuff he's done.
Right.
Not fun, but interesting. What did and I watched like I watched Tom Papa's special, comedy special. I don't know if it's good. It was cool. Chris D'Elia's got a new one out.
Right.
Not my favorite, but it was fun.
I saw the new Louis C.K. stand-up special.
Yeah, you were saying that was good.
Tell me.
I haven't watched it yet, dude. I'm sorry.
So you
said it's awesome.
You paid $8. You're okay to give him money. You don't feel like.
Oh, here we go. All right, let's go. Hashtag me too. Did he jerk off in front of you, Monique? Did Louis C.K. jerk off on you?
I keep trying. Just I'm a woman and I'm part of the group here. No, I'm kidding. Go on. I want to hear.
She's sticking with her people. That's part of the problem with society. It's why we.
He said you people. I'd be offended if I were you.
It's not even women. It's like, what if I did it?
What if you? Wait, hold on. If I can interject.
Say I had a dick and you didn't know or whatever. Because if I did it in front of a man and I was a woman, it'd be fine.
I was about to say, I'm like, okay, we definitely got to get together soon.
And I was in control, and I was going to help you. You possibly could, benefit from me, and I'm in a power position, and I made you watch me. It's different with men and women, dude. But
yeah, well, if you were a tranny and you said, hey, I'm going to give you your own HBO special, but you got to watch me jerk off in this. Yeah. Sure. Start stroking. Do you need some lotion, bro?
I bet if those girls got an HBO special from him, they probably wouldn't have said anything. He put a lot of people out of work. I don't. It shut down productions that he was producing, and look, do your thing. I think he's like, everyone's like, what? Why is everyone going after him so hard? But you did something, you suffer consequences. He didn't go to jail. He can do whatever he wants. It's just too bad. He did this to himself. He's living. And so this is he's still doing comedy. Like,
he makes a joke in the film about he's like, I was telling this one joke in Poland, and because I have to go to Poland now to do stand-up comedy, and that was the joke, really, and it's fucking hilarious. But firstly, let's rewind. I didn't pay $8 to fucking get the special. I went online and found a link, and then I fucking shared it with everybody. Somebody else paid, and then
Yeah, that supports the arts, right?
His, he's got money. He'll never be. He's got a ton of money.
Yeah, he's all right. He doesn't need my $8. It's kind of like how Metallica was crying when they were like, "You guys are downloading our music," and I'm like, "Dude, Lars, shut the fuck up." I've been buying your CDs for years, and now it's time to, get back to the
payback.
Anyway,
CDs are just.
But wait, would you forgive him or do you forget? I don't know what I don't want to. We don't have to get into it. But what if he wasn't funny? Would it be a big deal?
If he wasn't funny.
Yeah.
You're saying he's just famous for something else?
I'm just saying, like, everyone's like, but he's so funny. But, like, if he wasn't funny, would people be like, that was wrong to do?
I don't think that, people would say that, but it wouldn't have happened on such a grand scale because he's not as well known if he's not funny. So you have to be, you're gonna invest more energy in taking down somebody that is funny because it makes a broader point to take Louis C.K. versus it does to say, with all due respect, to take Jonas down. They're not going to care as much if Jonas goes funnier as Louis C.K. So I understand what you're saying because we kind of had this discussion probably on a different podcast or different episode of this one because it happens with like musicians and like athletes. So if it's like a really great athlete and he does something, versus
Joe Blow.
Some other, he's on the third string and he,
he's on special teams.
Yeah, he was like making like $200,000 a year, and he like slapped his girlfriend after a drunken fight or something. No one's gonna care.
Yeah, throw him in prison, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, would you be outraged if it was just anybody? But
who's outraged?
Or are you not outraged? Like, you don't give a shit? You don't think it's...
About the Louis C.K. thing?
Yeah.
No. It's like, I'm of philosophy. Okay, let's ask you. You're a girl. Well, I mean, I don't know. You might have a dick after the last few minutes of conversation, but who knows? I haven't seen you since '92. So, okay, you're at a comedy festival. You go in the hotel room with Louis C.K. and he whips it out and asks. I think he asked, didn't he? He asked, "You guys mind if I jerk off or whatever?" What do you do? You can leave, right? You can leave.
That is, I would leave. Like, I personally
don't. There you go.
Fuck what you could do for me. I'd be like, you're a weird ass motherfucker. Granted, that's sober mind. If I were drunk, who knows what? I don't know.
she's on her knees.
Let me video this motherfucker. But I mean, I don't think it's okay to abuse power. I don't. And I think that these women were feeling like they had to submit because it could help, I don't know. It's not, I don't know. I just don't think it's okay to abuse power. And I think it's wrong.
It's never okay to abuse power. And I'll say this as a struggling entertainer. I've often semi-jokingly said it kind of sucks that there aren't as many female producers in power because I would gladly be Me Too'd in order to in a film. So because I'm kind of joking about that, but not 100% committed to that joke. If I were a woman and I understood and I support this, and I'm not trying to tie these two situations in together in any way, but I completely support your right to go and sell your body for money. Okay, that's your decision. If you want to go be a hooker,
yes, the oldest profession.
Exactly. I mean, that's great. So if we kind of consider it in a less transactional term, and it's more, oh, look, I need somebody to go to this event with me, and then, maybe we have sex, and then I get you into a film, it seems a little less disgusting than, I met you on the street and we went behind the bushes. And as a woman, I would think in that position as a struggling actress that maybe I would consider certain things. So I don't know if maybe things went too far with certain situations. I understand that men are going to use their ability to say, hey, I can offer you this because I want that. But it's hard. It's hard. And especially for a woman.
Anyone say that he would give them something. They just felt like they would lose something. Does that make sense? Like if he said, hey, can I whack off in front of you? I'll help you get a better spot on whatever, or I'll help you get a special, or I'll put you in one of my shows. He didn't even offer that. They just felt like, oh, he's not going to take me on the road with him anymore, or fire me. So they felt like, oh, I got to just get through this, which a lot of women kind of get through stuff. Just like I've waited tables, I've been in comedy, like you just kind of, so I'm a little harder than some, but I feel like he has daughters. Would you want your daughter to have to go through that? I just think it's gross and it's not cool. You shouldn't.
Like I said, I didn't know exactly what happened with what happened. I just knew that he had did some foul shit with regards to his sexual versions, because it's all he talked about in his stand-up. So it was like, okay, yeah.
So
I get it.
How was it then? The special? You said some was good, some was bad.
But
no, the special. I've seen more than one of his. I saw a special he did maybe a year or two ago, like right after the shit happened, and it was like the worst special ever. Like he just was. It was right in the midst of the shit, and I've always enjoyed his stand-up, so I'm like, all right, I want to see what's about to happen, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. But this one, it was good. It was funny. He looked a bit beaten down, and of course you would expect that. And he addressed the issue, I think in the very beginning and in the end. But it doesn't. What he did. I don't want to talk about that because I don't know enough about that. I wasn't there. I don't know the circumstances, and I'm not saying that anybody is right or wrong. The comedy still remains. I still find him entertaining, but I wouldn't support what he's doing, trying to feed into his world, I guess.
Would you work with him?
I'm not a comic. You mean like on a film or something like that?
I heard you for a show, if he was able to produce and put his name on shows. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just asking you.
I would have to say yes, and I'll tell you why I have to say yes. Because I worked on a Netflix. Fuck. I can't say with an actor. This is bad because
You worked with a guy named Fuck?
Yeah, I got to change the subject. So anyway, I've done something similar, we'll just say, but I can't say anything else because I signed an NDA.
You jerked off on a hotel?
Shut up.
Worked with someone anyway, but
somebody who might or might not be or may have been in some sort of hot water with regards to something similar as part of that. And but at the time we knew that there was some pending shit going on with this actor or actress. And we were doing some work on the film, which hasn't been released because of all this other stuff. They're just holding it. But so I guess I would have to say yes, I would, depending. If it was a lot of money and it was going to be something that was going to be advantageous to my career, yeah, I would probably bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah. There's the magic word, money.
No. If it was advantageous to my career, and if it was going to propel me to some sort of next level with contacts with, hey, I did this, yeah, I'm going to do it. But if it's just going to be, elevator guy number 2 or some shit, nah.
Oh, so you had to go there, didn't you? You had to go there, dude. Why you want to diss me like that?
Yeah.
And it was elevator guy number 1, motherfucker. So fucking dissing on my IMDb.
Hey, Vaughn, do you have kids?
I'm sure I do, but I don't have.
Hey, back to the binge watching. You guys watch Brockmire at all?
Never heard of it.
It's Hank Azaria. You guys know who Hank Azaria is, right?
Yep.
Okay. He put out a show, I think it was like 3-4 years ago. This is the final season of it right now. It's called Brockmire. It's about a washed-up baseball broadcaster who ends up having a meltdown on national TV because his wife fucking around on him, blah, blah, blah. He's a drunk. He ends up in for the Philippines for 10 years calling cockfights or something. And then he's trying to get his life back together and come back to calling baseball games. I would say it might be one of my favorite things that Hank Azaria has ever done. And he's done a lot of great shit. The Simpsons, The Birdcage. Even his role in Along Came Polly. He's just great in everything. If you want to binge watch something, we started watching it, and we watched like 3 seasons in 3 days. It's called Brockmire. It's really, it's very similar. You guys remember Eastbound and Down when it first came out? Kenny Powers, all that shit. It's like that, but it's a little smarter. You don't remember Eastbound and Down? Vaughn, are you kidding me?
Still don't.
Wow. Anyway, check out
Wait,
Brockmire.
Eastbound and Down. Oh, I've never seen that shit.
I'm a massage therapist, and I massaged Hank Azaria's like his poker game, like the underground, like
Nice.
high stakes. And it was one of those like a girl had left, and so they were trying out new therapists, and it was weird. Whatever, I don't know. They're like calling Ben Affleck on the phone, like, "Why aren't you here?" And he was nice, but
wait a minute. What? They're having a poker game, and you just take turns massaging them?
I go around, rub them, pretend I'm not there, type of thing.
Oh, that's fucking rad. That's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Don't
That's
let
awesome.
Massage them while they're
See, they didn't make her sign an NDA. Now we know all about
I don't pull their dick out either, but
Well, if the night is young. So that's actually a really good idea, because like a lot of times when I'm gambling, like at the blackjack table, I'm like, you know what sounds good right now? Like getting my shoulders rubbed.
yeah.
This is awesome. And when this thing is over, consider yourself hired.
I'll do
poker at the wrong
it.
table.
See, there you go, Vaughn. You can fly her over. She can rub the thing, looking for rub the necks for the poker game.
You ever coming back to the States, or are you done with America?
I think
He hates it.
I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
That's awesome.
He comes back once a year to stock up on Cheetos and Miracle Whip, and then he goes back.
Good, man. I don't I go back to visit my mom and stuff in Michigan over Thanksgiving, because it's her birthday is like a couple days around Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'm straight. You guys are wilding out over there right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay away from Michigan right now. And Raleigh.
Watch you fuckers just melt down from over here and just hope that shit doesn't come this way too much.
Monique, I had a quick question for you.
The only uncircumcised person in the group. Does that make you feel different? What's that like?
Let's talk about that. The anteater.
That's all these uncircumcised dicks. Are you ready to get it on? Cut, snip.
You're not Jewish. This is weird.
I don't even have to buy drinks or nothing. You just drop that line and you got the smooth American accent.
Boom.
You're in there like swimwear, man.
I'm just fucking beating off the white pussy with a stick. It's fucking rad.
Such a racist. We got to wrap up. We're almost out of time, and I'm almost out of battery, and
I'm almost out of beer.
Oh.
It was an absolute pleasure meeting you, Miss Monique Jones. Where can people find you? Give them your social medias. What's up?
Instagram, Monique Jones 11.
He's got 211. You must be a huge Spinal Tap fan.
I put Monique Jones 1. It didn't take, so I just added another one.
But we do. We go one louder. He's got 211.
The only white Monique Jones on social media. It's not fucking.
I think you're the only white Monique anywhere. Yeah, Jones. Monique Jones. The what? And from the mean streets of South Charlotte too. Vaughn, you've never been there, but like South Charlotte, where we grew up, is like Charlotte's a nice city, and then you got real nice area, which is South Charlotte. It's.
But we had busing. Did you get bused? I got bused 45 minutes away in third grade, third through sixth.
My sister did, because when we moved there, I was already going to Carmel, but my sister got bused into Barrington in the ghetto. But when I was little in Rockford, Illinois, I got bused from the nice neighborhood into Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School in the west side. Because that's where it was. Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School.
Racist. You've got 5 minutes and 2 racist comments that you had to get in there before the
racist. I like white pussy too. That's nothing racist about that. And I said Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School. That's how it's pronounced.
That's how I know you're lying.
My chick's brown.
Oh,
she's brown as fire. There's no white in her at all.
That's just
Shit.
your racist. That's just your racist way of like really getting that last bit of aggression out. It's like why I would date white chicks. It's just so I can walk them around you white guys and parade them and be like, I'm going to go have sex with her tonight.
That's right. I think I cover that on my second comedy special, don't I? Black guys with white girls.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you're a real friend. You're not only watching the comedy specials, Mister. Don't click my Instagram like, bitch.
That second comedy special was in like 1985. I don't know what
That's
the
when
fuck.
I did it, right? I did it in 10th grade, or excuse
Like
me,
I'm
5th
supposed
grade.
to remember those jokes. She thinks those jokes are still slapped 20 years.
I remember recording it well. I had just turned 10 years old, and it was a packed house that night. I remember it like it was yesterday. My second 1 hour special. Yeah, it was great times in 1985 there when I was living in New Jersey. We filmed at the Apollo.
Literally about to hang up my internet on you guys. Monique, it was a pleasure. I got 2% battery left because I'm too lazy to go upstairs. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe. You gotta review the Apple Podcasts, you guys. Otherwise, the show doesn't get ranked and you don't find the show. So we're out of here, and we'll see you when we see you.
All right, later.